Great big good morning to everybody. Thank you so much for being here at the Hit and Run Candlesticks open house today and tomorrow, by the way. Today is Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. Man, I'll tell you, the year's going by, isn't it? Man, it really is. All right, the big thing today is, well, first of all, the big thing this week is this is a very, very heavy week of earnings, so it makes trading a little tough for some folks. Some folks are killing it, but most people, most traders, I think, are sort of sitting on their hands, pumping the brakes a little bit, waiting for some earnings to get through. And then at 2 p.m. today, we have the FOMC announcement, and then following that, we have the press conference with press conference here at 2:30. I do want to remind everybody that today at 2 p.m. Eastern, Ed will be over in the live trading alerts room, where every Wednesday at 2 p.m. There's a live trading alerts webinar over there. It's a how-to webinar, usually what I've noticed about it, and shares different scans and updates and how to set them up and so forth. So, all right, let's talk about this market so far. SPY pre-market looks like we're opening up over the T-line here, which I think is pretty darn cool, to tell you the truth. Now, really, I believe we need to be above 551.60 to be, pedal to the metal bullish. Anything down in this area right here, between those two blue lines, I'm not sure if I'd be pedal to the metal bullish. So kind of work it, be careful here as long as price stays in here. And remember, at 2 p.m., this is important, at 2 p.m., what Chairman Powell has to say could change this market big time, one way or the other. So we need to really be careful on that. But right now, the SPY looks like it's bullish. It's raring to go. Diamonds here have been bullish. Diamonds here have just been fantastic. Right now, it's in the middle of a bullish continuation pattern. The trend is up. We've got the price action there. It still looks great. If you look at IWM, take IWM here. IWM remains bullish. Hasn't, outside of some sloppy price action here, the chart has remained bullish. It's now, we could come up here and do this arrow. There we go. We've now have a top in here. We have a bottom. We're looking at an ascending triangle. We start to break out. That's going to be a bullish sign. Qs are kind of a different story. Qs are a little bit underwater. They're still in trouble. They're not giving us the green thumbs up yet. Good candle today starting off, but today is young. I wouldn't get too excited until we see the Qs actually break out and do something. Right now, here, let's put this up here, go down there. Right now for the Qs, we're going to have to get over this 50% retracement here. That grouping of dashed lines, and that would also bring us up over the 50-period moving average and the trend indicator. Until then, that's still a bearish chart right there. Let's go back to the SPY real quick. Unless we close over the trend indicator, this is still a bearish chart too. So I know we're having a great open here, but today is long. Watch those red dots. If it stays red by the end of the day, that's just a continued bearish downtrend here. Take a look at the transports. The transports just have not been doing anything. They are horrible. They're just not. Their wheels. The wheels aren't on the bus. It's that simple. I know we have a trend here, but that doesn't change anything. Where's the price? We don't have the price to give us any transport help here. So bunch of flat tires right now. SMH. It's still in a downtrend. I mean, we could have some bullish activity right here. We really could. But the truth is, we're still in a downtrend. When you look at the chart, if we take a look at this, okay, maybe we're getting a little bullish, but notice the trend. We're still in it. Maybe we're trying, but notice the trend. Maybe we're trying, but notice the trend. The trend is where the money is. The trend really is. So, well, let's keep an eye on that. Early buyers may try to sneak in there, but also what I would call more a riskier buyer. Okay. All right, let's take a peek at some charts and see what we've got going on here. I don't have a lot necessarily picked out to take a look at. I'm just going to go from the top of a list I have and pick around a little bit on it. FNGU, this is a chart that we follow a lot, and it needs to get bullish, period. If you want to be bullish, if you want to stay bearish, or you want the market bearish, you want this to stay down. Oh, hey, I forgot one thing here. T2123 is remaining bullish, by the way. So this is something I follow, and we can talk more about that a bit later today. XLY, forget about that one for now. Here's BYB, popped up. I talked about this one the other day. Wait for that buy signal on this. We've got this move up. Here's our pullback. And the move up was the gap up. Wait for the setup. This could be the setup to buy. We'll be watching this today. Let me put a little circle around that. There we go. So I'll be watching that today for a possible entry. Yeah. And take a look at TJ Maxx. I bought some TJ Maxx yesterday, and TJ Maxx is doing pretty good here. Somebody in the trading room here pointed this one out, and they bought it, and it looked really good. So I bought that. Now, somebody watching this right now, you think, what in the world would possess you to buy this yesterday? Look at that candle. This morning, when I turned my computer on, I checked it, and I thought the same thing. What in the world possessed me to buy that? I don't care if it's up or not. Well, if we take that real time off this morning, and I never have real time on during the day, not this one anyway. And look at the candle yesterday. What a huge difference it made. But even this morning, I woke up and looked at it and said, you got to be kidding me. There's no way I would have bought that. So anyway, TJ Maxx is working out. Let's keep an eye on pot, cannabis stocks. ABC is looking good. Telray is gapping up, or gapped up yesterday, waiting for that setup here on Telray. COUR, this is another one that gapped up, and now we're waiting for that setup. And what I like to, excuse me, wouldn't like this a little bit ago. We have this gap up and then pullback, and what I like to see is a 3/8 trap, or a pullback even further, maybe to the trend indicator. So we're getting close to that setup. Fastenal is still a great looking chart. This is one we like moving higher. We'll talk more about that today. Boeing, anybody watching Boeing? Boeing has popped up pretty good today. I don't think I would be too interested in Boeing till it actually broke out here. I'm going to go look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart doesn't do me any good. Yeah, I don't think I would be too interested in Boeing until Boeing actually broke out pretty much of the 200 period moving average. And then what we would have is a bottom created in Boeing, and then maybe we could see some upside to that if anybody's trading Boeing. CMG, I'm keeping my eyes on for a possible reversal here off the dotted deuce. But once again, different strokes for different traders. Obviously, there was traders buying it, buying this. What I'm going to be waiting for is those red dots to turn green. So I may be paying higher than a lot of other traders do. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those green dots right there because I want that trend to be started. I don't want to be at the very beginning of the trend. I want that trend to be started. So CMG is one we're keeping an eye on. Let me roll this over a little bit. CVS, I'm looking for a short. Let's see. I know I had some shorts on here. Where'd they go? Huh. I sure thought there was. Well, shoot. Let's go take a look at something else then. Let's take a look at Google here. Google potentially could be a short. So Google rises up, possible short and right in here. We're going to have to manage how the market is working. This would be very similar to the Tesla trade that I did day before yesterday, where, there we go, daily chart, where I took the daily short here and closed it out the following day. So it'd be very similar to that. So let's go back to Google here. So we'll watch Google as it starts moving up. And if it gives us that sell signal, or if we can see in the market is not really going to rally, this was just a false, kind of a hopeful move up, then we'll maybe look at shorting Google and see if it can come back down a little bit. What else do we have? Let's see, we've got a little time. Does anybody here have any charts? A little time before I have to turn this off. Fast, I think Fast looks great. Fast is still a bullish chart to me. I know we're up a little bit this morning. Somebody that's not in it, just wait for the better setup. Maybe this is probably not the best entry. But if you're in it, which I think you are, aren't you, Rickster? Just keep moving that stop up. I'm still looking for these targets up here to be tagged in Fast. It looks great to me. I see pre-market Apple is moving up. And that's what I'm looking for in Apple, is a bullish trade. We've got 4 dojis here sitting right at the 50% retracement. We've gone from green to red. So a rally, a rise, bullish activity, whatever you want to call it. We've pulled back, scooping out a little bit of a bottom. I start to see this turn green up here, then that's where I'm going to look for an entry on Apple. Remember that Apple has earnings tomorrow, so that's important to keep an eye out for as well. Okay, JWM in Nordstrom's. Nordstrom's moving up. Nordstrom's still bullish. I mean, it's still, it still has that bullish trend. The 50-period moving average is trending up. You can see our red line here is still trending up. For those new in the room, we'll talk about that after the market opens up. That's still looking bullish. My only concern would be maybe this right here, that right there. I'm not concerned about this. I'm more concerned about this. And what I would be concerned about is that we can't get over it. That's what I'd be concerned. Because if you can't clear this, you can't clear that. So that would be the only thing that I would have a problem with. Outside of that, it's a trending chart. Right now, it's doing everything that it needs to do. Okay? I will, John. I'll talk about that after the market opens up and I have more time. Right now, I'm out of time. I need to run, get this video loaded up to YouTube. But I'll be back in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, the market will open up, and I'll see everybody then, okay? Thanks a bunch. We'll see you guys in 30 minutes.